Hi, this is Jacob with RemoveVirus.org, and today we're going to be taking a look at Security Essentials 2010, and this is a fake antivirus, and this is a full removal guide for you, so we'll go into details exactly how to remove this threat manually. And this is just one of the warnings that you'll get along with a few dozen others. Here's another one. It doesn't matter what you say. These are all fake and false warnings. Security Essentials 2010 is a rogue security client. It's fake. It's a clone of Internet Security 2010 and Advanced Virus Remover 2010, or just Advanced Virus Remover as well. And it's nothing but a fake client, so it's something you definitely do want to remove. And you'll notice you may not be able to run a lot of security applications. Let's say you already have security software installed in your system. You may not be able to run that security software, and we're going to show you how to get around that and how to fix this issue. And one of the first things we're going to have to do is actually terminate this program and stop it from running. And let me go ahead and minimize this down real quick too. And there's one other thing that we're going to need to terminate too. If we look down here in the system tree, here's some more of the warnings that it gets. Remind me later. But you're going to notice this red X down here, and it's going to give you false and misleading. Basically, it's going to hijack your Windows security alerts. So it's going to look like Windows is recommending you to purchase this product. To do that, we're going to have to terminate the Security Essentials process. So what I'm going to do is right-click on Security Essentials 2010. Go down to Properties, and if you cannot see through if your desktop's been hijacked too as well, and you don't see the security icon or you already deleted it, that's okay. Everybody should pretty much have a very similar path to follow, and this is a process right here that's causing that fake security client to run, se2010.exe, and this is the actual folder that it's in. So we're just going to browse down to this folder, and it's going to be the C drive, Program Files, Security Essentials 2010. So let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, I am doing this on an XP computer, but this works just the same on Vista and Windows 7. And for all those who are going to ask questions here, if this gets onto YouTube and the like, we do not support any questions asked on YouTube. Just go to the RemoveVirus.org website, type in the keyword Security Essentials 2010, the name of whatever virus you're infected with, and ask your question there in the removal guide. Most questions are already answered in the removal guide already, so just read that first. So I'm going to go to the C drive, Program Files, just basically exactly where we said to go. I believe it was Security Essentials. There it is down there. Alright, and now is what we're going to do is you can try to delete this file yourself, and chances are you're not going to be able to delete it because it's currently running. So what we're going to do is just right click on the file itself. That's probably the easiest thing for most people. We basically need to rename it. So go ahead and go down to rename, and you can rename it whatever you want. I know a lot of people like to put in some cuss words there, so just rename it whatever you can. If you cannot rename it, that's alright. Oftentimes you will be able to, but even if you can't rename it, there's several other ways to slay the dragon. So one thing is to boot into safe mode. To boot into safe mode, you just press reboot your computer, which means turn it off, turn it back on as it's booting up. You start hitting the F8 key every other second, and that usually works for a lot of people. And just select safe mode, and then go in and delete this process. And there's another process we're going to list for you too further on in this guide. But first thing to do is try to rename it. One thing we like to do is you can simply go over to RemoveVirus.org, and we're not trying to plug our site here. We're just telling you, hey, what works. So again, that's RemoveVirus.org. Go under Software, Process Killing Software, and you'll already notice that Task Manager has been deleted. If it hasn't, you can always try to delete and stop this process. I shouldn't say delete, but terminate this process by holding down Control-Alt-Delete. But in every testing of this, and we've tested it on about 5 or 6 different systems now, it has disabled the Task Manager in every case. So go ahead and save the file. And we do recommend you save it to a known file location on your system. So for me, I'm just going to save it to my desktop. And it is a zip, it's not an executable. Alright, once the file's been downloaded, you should just be able to right click on it and just hit extract files. Or, sorry, right click on it, extract here. And there we go. It's been extracted. So now is what we're going to do. and we'll try to get this up in the executable form so it's not in the zip for you already, but we'll see what we can do. We got to get permission first from the makers to do that. And go ahead and rename it to Explorer, if I could spell, Explorer.exe. Let's go ahead and run that tool now. So going through this, there's two files that we're going to want to terminate. The first one's going to be sms32.exe. Just got to be fast at it. You'll notice my computer's running really slow right now. Yes. So now that we got rid of that, we want to go ahead and do the Security Essentials, se2010.exe. Yes, I want to terminate it. So now we terminated all those. Technically should not be running anymore. And yeah, my system's already moving a lot faster. I'm going to go ahead and leave this up just in case. And I'm going to go back over to this folder, Security Essentials folder. Going to right click and delete it. I should be able to delete it now. Yes, I can. And I'm also going to go ahead and delete the folder name too. It's down here at the bottom. Just deleting the Security Essentials 2010 folder. Now that that's done, it's because it's already gone. Let's go back over to the C drive. It's not letting me actually do the backspace because before I was in the program I just deleted. And once over on the C drive again, I can now go to the Windows folder. We're going to hop into System32. We got System32 right here. And now is what I need to do is I need to find the SMS32 file. So let's go ahead and locate. And I located it right here. And be careful, do not delete the sms.exe, just the sms32.exe. That's the one that's actually given the fake XP warnings. And again, these processes have to be terminated first. Worst case scenario, if you're unable to install a process killing tool, and then go ahead and just reboot your computer and go into safe mode using the F8 option that we discussed earlier in this video. And if all else fails for you, this is a good time to go ahead and plug onlinecomputerrepair.org. They're one of our main sponsors for our website too as well. And these guys are incredible. They repair hundreds of computers a month and do a fantastic job at it. We've got links to them right on our website, but it's onlinecomputerrepair.org. General cost is usually under $100. They remove all viruses, all spyware for you remotely. The company's based in California. The other software we like to use too is a Spyware Doctor with Antivirus, and you can download it from our website. Or if you do a search for this particular virus guide, we'll have a coupon in there for you. Should give you 10% off, and we exclusively do recommend them and Malwarebytes. It's great software all around. So we're going to go ahead and delete the icon off our desktop now. And we're not quite done. There's a couple things we still got to do. And I almost forgot, so let's go over this now. In the System32 folder, there are two other files we need to remove. One is going to be winlogin32.exe. Again, that's 32.exe. Don't delete the regular winlogin. Otherwise, you're going to hose yourself over here. And at this point in time, you should be able to use security software anyways to remove it. We do highly recommend Spyware Doctor with Antivirus. It's one of the best clients out there to use. Let's let that finish up. And then the other one that we need to remove is just 41.exe. So the number 4 and then 1.exe is what we found. Now that may be different in different traces, but in the 7 traces of this particular variant that we've downloaded, it was 41.exe. So once again, I highly recommend